Okay, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. So happy to be here. It's day 2 of the Confident Counselor Pivot. So excited. I've been looking forward to day 2 all week. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. My name is Katrina Watson, and I help career changers learn college counseling skills so they get hired in premium international schools. And today I'm going to be talking to you about some really important topics. So I'm super excited that you guys are joining with me, whether it's live or during the replay. So welcome. I'm just so excited. So as people join, I'm going to go ahead and get started and dive into today's topic. And today's training is going to talk about the anatomy of a premium international school. Okay. And this training is all about elevating your value as an international college counselor. So, no matter where you fell on the scale in yesterday's training, today's topic is going to help you move the needle just even a little bit more. So I have full confidence in your ability to get hired at a premium international school. And today we're breaking down those barriers that make you feel like you're not a confident counselor and to become a confident counselor so you actually stand out. And what are the key elements that you need to know to understand so employers see your worth and feel confident in hiring you without any buyer's remorse? Okay. Many people feel like they have to convince others to hire them. But when you try to convince them, well, there's always that underlying doubt that you might be holding on to. And we're going to discuss that today to help create genuine desire in potential employers and making them excited to hire you and confident in their decision. All right. So, one thing I'm really looking forward to sharing with you is how to grow your confidence as an international college counselor so you can thrive in any international school setting. And this is something that my clients gain through the Confident Counselor program. They experience a significant boost in their confidence. And I'm also going to reveal a very secret bonus. This is something I've never offered before, you guys. And this is something that I'm super excited to offer. So be sure to stay all the way to the end because you'll gain even more priority and the chance to win $1,000 off the Confident Counselor program just by joining live. And this is something super exciting. You definitely don't want to miss it. All right. So let's get started. Hello, welcome. If you're just joining, welcome. I want to hear if you joined yesterday live or you watched the replay, I want to hear maybe what opened up for you yesterday in yesterday's training, whether you joined live or watched the replay. How many of you feel like something shifted? Like maybe you had an aha moment. Let me know in the comments, right? What was your biggest takeaway? Like some of you posted in the group, but I'd also love to hear one thing that actually shifted for you. So let's share so the entire room feels your breakthrough. And I'm curious to hear. And while you do that, make sure you pull out your notebooks because I'm really bringing the fire today. So I really want to start by talking about why this topic is so important. Like, why is it important to understand the anatomy of a premium international school? Well, number one, you can be the best college counselor in the entire world. But if your confidence isn't there, you're going to feel like, where are the jobs? And if you're seeing jobs, you might be feeling like you wouldn't qualify and therefore you dismiss yourself almost immediately versus even trying. So, however, I want you to know that confidence is something that you either have or you don't have. It's something that can be cultivated, it can be refined, it can be nurtured over time or quickly if you put your mind to it. And this is what helps my clients, get that confidence boost that they really need. Confidence is when you present your best self, you communicate effectively, and you earn the trust and respect from students, parents, and school colleagues. And if you don't nurture it, you're always going to be wondering, like, if I'm so good at what I do, then why are the jobs not coming, right? So, what are we going to talk about today? We are going to talk about, what is really going to help you eliminate any doubt from your reality. And this is important. Why? Well, I want you to write this one down, okay? I want you to write down international schools are not looking for the most years of experience, you guys. They are looking for people who demonstrate cultural competence and a deep understanding of diverse educational systems to help provide a well rounded support. All right. So give me a yes in the chat if this is resonating with you. So, what is an international school? What is a premium one, right? So, we have international schools, but we also have premium ones. An international school is an environment, an educational environment, a microcosm, a community that offers a curriculum designed to prepare students for multiple things. But three main things I'm going to talk about just now. One is global opportunities. The second thing is fostering cultural diversity. And the third thing is promoting cross cultural understanding. And as I said, you can be like literally the best college counselor in the entire universe, but if you don't know how international schools operate both externally and internally, you'll struggle to align your professional skills with with what school leaders are looking for. And many of you have been certified or considering certifications, and I have nothing against that. However, certification programs don't fully prepare you for the unique environment of premium international schools. They may provide some elements, but not the complete picture to confidently showcase your abilities in your resume, your interview, and when interacting with students. So it's crucial to communicate effectively because even with certifications, if you can't present yourself in a compelling way, you guys, you won't be able to create demand for your counseling knowledge or expertise. Additionally, I believe building confidence isn't just about landing interviews, it's about delivering an exceptional experience for your students, for your parents, and that schools just are so like in awe of, right? So when you create these meaningful, positive interactions, you become highly sought after by employers who want to keep, hire, and recommend you. Okay. Understanding the nuances also is key. We want you to be known for delivering top-notch college counseling, but that doesn't mean like overextending yourself or feeling pressured to justify your worth through extreme sacrifices, okay? Which I talk a lot about in the program about having work-life balance. Your value is rooted in the exceptional experience you provide without feeling obligated to give more than you are comfortable with. So, these premium international schools are for you if you already know you're amazing at what you do as a college counselor. You've put in the work, and now it's time to make sure you're not shortchanging yourself, your skills, your experiences, and the knowledge you deserve to shine in an environment where you can truly thrive. And I'm excited about today's training because I want you to know this. I want you to know this very important thing. You can land interviews and jobs at these top tier schools even if you don't check every single box. And here's why. If you know how to deliver results, that's what truly matters. Okay. What I'm teaching today will help you master the art of delivering exceptional college counseling. You will learn how to thrive in a premium international school environment without feeling overwhelmed by a steep learning curve, something I personally struggled with when I first made this transition. So let's start with a career audit. Okay. Now, what do I mean by a career audit? I want you to take a step back, take a step back, and really think about your career. Like, are you unknowingly making any of these common mistakes that many career changers make when considering premium international schools? Okay, so give me a one in the comments if you're ready for mistake number one. All right, common mistakes. Okay, the first mistake that career changers often make when applying to international schools, and this is one I want you to avoid, you guys, is overextending yourself and slipping into convincing mode, okay? With students, with parents, with families, like we're not about that in this space. We are not into convincing mode. And when you're stuck in this convincing mode, it leads to a draining work environment with overly demanding students and parents, and this happens for two key reasons. The school has unrealistic expectations or unclear understanding of what a college counselor role truly entails, or you haven't established clear boundaries, allowing others to cross them. And so, while the first issue is on the school, because that can happen, the second is something that you have complete control over. And that's what we're going to focus on today, how to set yourself up for success and avoid these pitfalls. And far too often, people leave a frustrating job only to find themselves in a very similar environment at their next school. So I want you to break that cycle in today's training. And what we'll cover in this training will help ensure that your next role allows you to thrive and not just survive. And we're going to also uncover in this training how it will help ensure that your next role allows you to thrive and you're going to have the self-awareness, which is a critical step in your career audit. This is going to help you dig deeper. And here are some key questions I want you to consider. So these 3 questions, go ahead and write them down in that notebook. Number 1 is, can I take responsibility for anything? Like, what are you responsible for in maybe these work environments that you've been in? Do I even know where my boundaries are? A lot of counselors preach having boundaries, but not always implementing them themselves. And number 3 is, what can I work on to ensure this doesn't happen in my next work environment? So these are powerful questions that I use with some of my clients. And once we coach through these, they often tell me they feel lighter in their work and focus on having clear career goals. Now, the second mistake many career changers make is applying to college counseling jobs without clear intention. When you're applying to premium international schools, it's crucial to align those opportunities with your personal and professional goals. Without this alignment, you guys, you risk a mismatch in expectations, both yours and the schools, which can often lead to dissatisfaction for yourself down the line. So, for example, overlooking a school's philosophy, the workload, support structures can make a difference between loving your job and feeling fulfilled every day to feeling burned out. So, how do we avoid these mistakes, you guys? How do we avoid that? Okay, so how do we step out of the convincing mode in our workplaces and ensure alignment with the schools we choose? We are going to explore only the external factors today to dissect what truly makes a premium international school. And this is going to help you in all of that and gain clarity. Together, we're going to identify the strategies that set you up for success before and after you're hired. So I want to ask you, why do you even want to work in a premium international school? What are the benefits for you personally? And I want you to leave a comment down below in the chat. Okay. And I want to share my own personal experience from when I first moved overseas. Because coming from a background that I was working in, I basically had, just the American school curriculum perspective, and I was eager to take any position, and I wasn't clear on what I truly wanted, and I was acting out of desperation. And once I arrived at a new international school, I struggled to navigate unfamiliar management structures and the diverse student dynamics. And I found myself feeling overwhelmed and unsure how to address the unique needs of the students with confidence. And additionally, I don't often, I felt like I needed to often feel like I needed to prove myself to my principals and to my colleagues, which only added to the pressure. And looking back, I'm super duper grateful for those experiences because they helped me gain clarity on what I truly desired in my next role. And I became more intentional about what I was seeking, which ultimately allowed me to thrive in a way I hadn't. All right. So is this resonating with you guys? Let me know in the chat. And let me know. Oftentimes, people, they think that they need certifications to get a job. But here's the catch. And while, yes, this can be true in some cases, certifications and experiences alone aren't enough. And if you don't understand how these schools operate, it's hard to align your skills with what they're truly looking for. So let's break this down into 2 parts. The first part is the external anatomy, and the second part is the internal anatomy. And today in this training, we're going to focus on the external anatomy only of a premium international school. So I'm curious, you guys, what do you guys already know about premium international schools? Okay. I want you to think about, what do you know about them? What do you believe about them? What have you heard about them? Because today we're diving into the different elements of premium international schools and what sets them apart as institutions and why they attract the best educators from around the world. And we're going to focus on just 4 key elements that define the external anatomy of these schools. The outward facing aspects, okay? So the things that establish their prestige and their impact. Now, these are some of the external factors that I'll uncover in today's training, but of course, there are more which we dive deeper into in the Confident Counselor program, okay? So who's ready for the key elements? If you're ready, type in ready in the chat. So, okay, here is the first element, you guys. Let me get some water first. All right, so here's the first element. Number 1, first, let's talk about the cultural competence and diversity. All right, what is that? Premium international schools are melting pots of cultures, backgrounds, and a variety of experiences. they have a very rich atmosphere of nationalities, religions, and can somewhat be complex environments. And these schools, they really celebrate diversity and they prioritize fostering an inclusive environment where every student feels seen and valued. Cultural competence isn't just about acknowledging differences, it's about deeply understanding and leveraging these differences to create a vibrant, globally minded community. And international schools that excel in this, they make diversity their superpower, all right? Attracting families and educators who want to be a part of something bigger. So I want to give you an example, so a personal example of mine. I've worked in international schools for the last 13 years, and I've worked with students who come from over 100 different nationalities, which can be a lot when you really think about it. And I've also worked closely with students from the local Emirati population because I live here in Dubai. And what I found, it's important that you bridge the cultural gaps by integrating their values into the college counseling process. And by recognizing the importance of the family decision-making process that they value so much, I've been able to provide guidance that balances the Western educational expectations and the traditional Emirati values. Okay. Ultimately, it comes down to thoroughly understanding the nuances of the student population in an international school before even applying. Every single one of you is sitting on hundreds of job opportunities and you don't even see them because you're not realizing your skills and your competencies. It's not about that the job doesn't exist, because they do. It's your belief about your skills which is not helping you attract premium international school jobs as a college counselor. And your college counseling skills solve a problem that your future school needs or sees. And trust me when I say this, because I have personally experienced this many times. You need to be aligning your professional skills and knowledge with the school's unique needs. That's how you are able to showcase your expertise and stand out. Okay? So, who is ready for element number 2? Type number 2 in the chat. All right. Next, we're going to be talking about these schools often deliver globally recognized academic programs and curriculums. And these rigorous frameworks are the foundation for their academic reputation. So, having a strong familiarity with these academic pathways signals to employers that you are equipped to guide students through demanding coursework, which ultimately leads to university entry requirements. So, a strong curriculum is literally the backbone of a school's academic credibility and global recognition. So here are some examples that I have advised my own students on. So here's an example. This is the internal example of what I just talked about externally. I've worked with students who have enrolled in the AP program, the American program, preparing them for applications to top US universities. And by carefully advising them on the course selection and the subject selection, I have also advised them on the exam preparation, the extracurricular involvement, and they've strengthened their application and gained acceptance into their top choice school with substantial scholarship funding. And another example of how to navigate this curriculum is vital, you guys. I supported a student, or I've supported many students, I should say, transitioning from the IB diploma program curriculum due to maybe learning needs or just being misplaced academically into another curriculum, such as the American high school curriculum. And those courses, we want to make sure that they meet the expectations for universities across other countries like Europe, UK, and Asia. So this is really important to be well versed in the curriculums across international schools. And that's going to make you stand out to employers. All right, so let's go to number 3 because I really value your time today. Give me number 3 in the comments if you're ready to go to the next elements, okay? All right, so number three is global college admissions. Premium international schools pride themselves on preparing students for success on a global stage. This means being deeply aware of international admission processes, trends, and expectations across major university systems, and understanding the nuances of these landscapes, which ensures that students are positioned to access the best opportunities worldwide. Remember yesterday I talked about that our students are global citizens nowadays. So schools with this level of expertise and guidance, this will help you stand out, and leaders will appreciate this, especially on a global stage. So here's an example of this, just for the context of the internal anatomy. Okay, so I've been a counselor at a premium international school for the last decade. And for my students who are pursuing higher education in the UK, I focus on helping them prepare their UCAS application while addressing a testing timeline for required assessments. I even review and revise their personal statements with constructive feedback. And I provide insight into how UK universities assess their extracurriculars, their personal statements, and I even provide interview preparation, ensuring that they present a well rounded application for UK college admissions. Do you see that the internal anatomy correlates directly with the external anatomy of what a, a premium international school is desiring? That's specifically what you do as a college counselor, okay? With this example, there will possibly be additional layers to it depending on the students you have worked with or will work with. And maybe they have a learning need or they're looking for scholarship opportunities. I remember when I first moved to Dubai and I started working in an IB American curriculum school. All right. I literally didn't have all of the knowledge. I had to learn it and really catch up pretty quickly, which felt a bit overwhelming at the beginning. I had no prior experience working with Dutch families. So I'm just giving a very specific example here. Okay, I had no prior experience working with Dutch families and adjusting to both of the curriculums while supporting these students who have Dutch passports. So I wanted to be able to support them through the college application process, and this was initially challenging. And it took time to understand their specific unique needs. Again, I go back to the nuances. It's super important that you understand what the nuances are to navigate the process effectively for them. So I want to know how many of you guys can relate and what is coming up for you. I want to know what is coming up for you as I go through each of these elements. And now I want to move on to element number 4. Type number 4 in the chat for me, okay, if you're ready for element number 4. This is the last element we're going to cover in today's training. So finally, the fourth element is student support services. These are essential. These schools don't aim for just academic excellence, you guys. They also focus on the holistic development of their students. The comprehensive student so the comprehensive model addresses 3 different areas. And again, as a college counselor, you might just be focused on one thing, but you're going to see these 3 areas pop up quite a bit as you're going through the process with all of your students at different stages of their high school career. So here are the 3 areas of, of the comprehensive approach. These 3 areas are the academic needs, the social emotional growth, and the career readiness. So you're going to find these things in your job description or even beyond your job description, really. Whether it's through dedicated counselors, mental health resources, or robust extracurricular programs, these schools ensure that every student they can support effectively in their journey. And I'm going to let you in on a little secret, you guys, okay? You're not just a college counselor. You will come across students who require emotional support because applying to college is an emotional process for them. This process can trigger so many emotions for them and their parents too. And you never know, but you want to be fully prepared and ready to address these needs as well. So here's an example to put this all into context for you guys, because I want to make sure that you guys walk away with, the theory and the application here. Let's say you have some students who are considered at risk of graduating high school. And as a college counselor, you need to be expected to provide a level of mentorship and work with the parents to ensure that there's a collaborative effort in supporting the students' holistic growth. This includes integrating career readiness into their process and career counseling and providing them with viable pathways for higher education and career opportunities tailored to their specific needs. So here is the upgrade I want to offer you guys. After going through all 4 of these elements, I want you to think about all the students you have personally worked with or will work with, and the diverse curriculums you have navigated, and the countless questions you have answered as a college counselor. Now, I want you to ask yourself this very specific question, and I want you to write it down. What do your students truly need from you to know and understand to best support them on their journey? Okay. What do your students truly need you to know and understand to best support them on their journey? I'm just so curious, like, what is it that is coming up for you? So, who here feels there's at least one gap in their skills as an international college counselor? Because imagine how much more confident you would feel having all of this in your back pocket as you apply for jobs or go into your interview. because tomorrow we're going to be talking about my signature interview process. And these 4 elements: cultural competence and diversity, curriculum knowledge, and understanding the global university admission process, as well as student support services, are all building blocks of a premium international school's reputation. Okay, so they're also the areas where your expertise as an international college counselor can really shine. And the more you understand and align with these 4 elements, or more of the other elements that I talk about in my program, the more compelling you will become to employers. And they're seeking someone who can drive their mission forward. All right, they're looking for someone who can create outcomes. And what's the outcome? Well, it's the end result you're going to provide for each student. Families come to you because they're seeking help to achieve a specific goal tailored to their unique, specific situation. So let's break that down for just a moment. Yes, being a college counselor can be considered a very rewarding job because you are helping people at the end of the day. It's inevitable, but it's also a very results driven career, and it's full of nuances. Like, every single student, no 2 students are alike. And while it's measurable outcomes such as college acceptances, scholarships, career readiness, these are all important. And the role also prioritizes holistic development and personalized support. So, why is it results driven? I want to talk about this for a minute. There are 3 main reasons why being a college counselor, an international one, is results driven. So the first one is international schools, they advertise college acceptances and matriculations. Okay, so this is something that you need to be aware of when you're thinking about joining premium international schools. Number 2, international schools advertise guiding career pathways. Again, some schools offer multiple curriculums, and it's important that you know how to navigate all of those. Number 3, the international schools, they collect parent and student feedback for satisfaction. And that satisfaction gets evaluated to improve the school and the staff. This means you need to clearly articulate what students will experience after working with you. Okay. And that does require a level of confidence, knowledge, skills, all of the above. Hiring managers and the principals will want to know what you're familiar with, and if you're familiar with these 4 external areas that I highlighted today and the results you've produced in advance to ensure you're a good fit for their school. All right. Because if you don't believe you're a good fit in the first place, how will they? So, again, I want to avoid I want you to avoid making any costly mistake as you look at premium international school counseling jobs. So here are 2 things that you can correct immediately. So here's number 1, that something you can think about and correct ASAP. Number 1 is you might lack confidence in a specific application process. And when you're unsure about the application process for a specific country, it kind of shows. Like, it can kind of hurt your credibility a little bit when you're in front of a student and they ask you questions about it. And we don't want you to just memorize information just to get by, which kind of feels disingenuous and a little bit scripty. We also want you to grasp the basics. Oh, excuse me. We don't also want you to grasp the basics, but we don't want you to miss the crucial critical nuances and the details that make all the difference with your students. Like, when you're sitting in front of a student, like I said earlier, no 2 students are ever going to be alike. So we wanted to we want people to walk out of your office feeling more confident than when they walked in. Okay, so this is super important. The way you guide your students through the college admission process can and should be both impactful and straightforward, with so much clarity and precision, where they know exactly what's happening. Okay, while I'm here to show you how to do this effectively, I also want to highlight some ineffective approaches to avoid, like being too vague or overpromising, okay? Because sometimes there are people out there who kind of overpromise things and kind of are, again, fake it till you make it attitude, the convincing energy. So I don't want you to say things like, I can get you accepted into any university in the US. This might sound impressive, but it's also not believable or specific. So we want to make sure that you're not overpromising things that you really can't deliver on. Instead, focus on providing clear, actionable, and realistic pathways to success. This builds trust with students and families and ensures your guidance delivers results that matter. Okay? You need to build trust and authority. This is number 2. So, number 2 is you need to build trust and authority. Premium international schools and the students you serve need to feel confident and feel like you are the right person to help them and achieve their goals. So, how can you help them get into college? Well, you need a clear, specific method that resonates with their unique needs. This approach does two things. Number one, it builds trust with students, parents, and the school community. And number two, it establishes authority as your confidence shows, and you'll know exactly what you're doing. Okay. So I know we're short on time, and I want to make sure that I share the bonus with you. So stick with me for just 10 more minutes, and we're gonna bring everything together. By implementing these elements that I talked about in today's training and avoiding these mistakes, you will have the tools to not only thrive in premium international school settings, but also provide a profound and meaningful experience for your students. Okay. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being super duper confident and navigating premium international schools as an international college counselor, and 1 being not confident at all, where would you place yourself? And here's the catch, you can't choose number 7. Why? Because everyone likes to hide behind the number 7. Okay. So I want you to think about where you fall in terms of your confidence when it comes to working in these premium international schools. All right. Here's what I want you to know. Mastering these 4 external areas that we talked about today can really unlock opportunities beyond anything you imagine. I'm living proof of it. My clients are experiencing it. So I want you to gain a solid understanding and have the confidence to articulate all the things we talked about in its entirety. And this is all completely within your reach, you guys. Whether you learn it on your own or with me or somewhere else, this is all within your reach. Okay. So, homework. For today's homework, I'd like for you to complete 2 things. First, I want you to reflect on the dynamics of premium international schools and how your counseling experiences align with their goals. I want you to use the external and the internal framework, which we talked about today, and I'm going to send it in an email later today. And once you've completed this, share them on the thread because every post enters you in to win $1,000 off. Okay. All right. So if you're looking for support around this, I want you to listen closely because I want to personally and officially invite you to apply for the Confident Counselor program. It's a 2-month experience designed to help you build your confidence with international college counseling skills so that your confidence leads to job offers and exciting opportunities. You know you're amazing, but maybe college counseling might not be entirely your zone of genius or you have some experience. And that's exactly what we've been diving into over the past few days. And if this resonates with you and you know you have the potential to make a significant impact in creating more job opportunities, working with better schools, and reaching a wider community, I want you to know that I'm confident in my ability to support you. And I've been doing this for years, and it's truly my zone of excellence. And I've helped countless people overcome the challenges, and we achieve breakthroughs in record time. In fact, many times we solve problems in just 10 minutes where others, people they've worked with, maybe it's taken them like 10 sessions. So my coaching is precise, it works. And so you're probably wondering, like, what happens inside of the Confident Counselor program? First, we unlock your professional abilities. We'll create a tailored plan to identify your current skills that position you as a confident leader, which we talked about in yesterday's training in international college counseling, and aligning your values with your career goals. Then I help you master counseling skills needed to thrive in an international school setting. I'll help you develop all the in demand skills that international schools are deeply in dire need and looking to hire in their top candidates. And lastly, I will help you feel confident to lead, inspire others, get hired. And once your counseling skills are refined, we'll create a personalized plan that feels authentic to you and taking your career to the next level. Listen up, guys, because we don't focus on convincing energy in this program, which I talked about earlier in today's training. We lead with your self sufficiency and belief in yourself to achieve your own results. Okay. This is something that I believe deeply in. And before I share the bonus, I want to highlight what sets my coaching apart. It's my approach is precision. Okay. When you're a part of my world, I help you hold the belief for you. Okay, which allows you to kind of relax and trust the process. And this is how you're going to achieve your results. And I quickly identify the root of your challenges, whether it's a knowledge gap, a mindset block, emotional struggles, or even something from your past. We just, in 10 minutes, we get over it to the core of it and we move on, and you can see beyond that. All right. And this is what makes my program premium. We create rapid, transformative results so you can experience breakthroughs quickly and catapult your career 10x speed. I really do deeply care about your growth, you guys. And I'm not just here to be your best friend. I'm here to coach you. I'm here to guide you in a loving way into your highest version of yourself every single week. Okay. It is a 2-month program, but I'm going to share some bonuses with you in just a moment. So just hang with me. Okay. If what I'm saying resonates with you, let's get clear. Is this program the right fit for you? And it's important to know if this program is or isn't, because it's not for everybody. And that's okay. Like, I don't want just anybody. I want people who are willing to step up and do something different, because I've led my career by doing things differently. This program is for you if you're a career changer who feels confident you could help at least one person right now. And if your answer to that is a resounding yes, if that speaks to you, you're a perfect fit. Okay. But you're probably thinking right now, like, I'm not sure if I can effectively support diverse students in their college counseling journey, or I don't feel confident helping someone whose background is different than mine. Let me be clear. If you have the capacity to create transformation for just one person and are willing to grow, then you belong in the Confident Counselor program. Now, if you're still unsure or just getting started, that's completely okay too. Perhaps this isn't the moment, but in the future, after gaining some experience, this program could be the next perfect step for you. All right. And here's what I want you to remember. If you know deep down that you can absolutely make a difference in somebody's life and you're ready to learn, then this program is totally designed for you. Okay. Please, 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 please give yourself permission to receive support, because you don't have to do everything on your own. Trust me, I have been there, and that's what took me as long as it did. For years, I tried to go alone, but here's the thing. Every successful international college counselor I know, myself included, has invested in their growth, whether it's time, resources, energy, etc. Okay? And if you want your future schools to invest in your professional development, it really starts with you leading by example. Okay? So if this kind of support is what you've been craving, the choice is totally yours. All right? Now, I'm so excited. Let's talk about the bonus. All right? When you apply now or by December 31st, which is next week, and you choose to pay in full, you'll unlock these exclusive limited time bonuses. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for the bonuses? All right. Bonus number one, $1,000 off the total program price. You'll save $1,000 off the cost of the Confident Counselor program. This is your opportunity to invest in yourself while keeping some extra cash in your pocket. Bonus number two is immediate access to all my modules, resources, worksheets, everything. And as soon as you enroll, you'll get the immediate access. And here's the best part, you guys. You will enjoy an extended 6-month access, giving you a full year of support through 2025. Because let's face it, like, sometimes people need a little bit extra as they're learning. So normally what I do is I give my clients 6 months access to the program after we stop coaching, but you're going to get a full year of access if you join by December 31st. Okay. All right. I'm not done. Bonus number three. This is, I think, the best part of all of this. So when you sign up and you pay in full within 48 hours of this training, so the final day is tomorrow, you're going to receive an extra month of coaching, bringing you 3 months of magic, not just 2, 3 months. So you basically get a whole extra month of coaching for free. And I don't just coach, I dive into your career growth with surgical precision. And this bonus value alone is valued at nearly $2,000. Okay. So you get $1,000 off plus actually you get like $3,000 off when you really think about it. All right. Bonus number 4, I'm not done. Bonus number 4 is access to a flexible payment plan. So if paying in full isn't an option, no problem. You're going to have access to a 3-month extended payment plan. While this option doesn't include the first 3 bonuses, it does get you into the program and on the path to success. And I have one more bonus, but I'm not going to reveal it until tomorrow's training. So make sure you join on the final day. I'm super excited for tomorrow, because tomorrow we're going to be talking about how to stand out and leave a lasting impression from your interview, so you feel super duper confident, inspiring top tier schools to hire you on the spot. Because I know what that feels like. It's happened to me time and time again, and I'm ready to tell you all my secrets tomorrow. So before you go, I'm curious to how you're feeling right now. We've covered so much potent information between yesterday and today's training, and it's changing the way I believe we normalize things in the international college counseling industry. So if you're watching the replay, just do the homework because it's going to help you see your gaps and the areas of professional growth. And for the people who've come live, you get the extra opportunity to get the $1,000 off. So all right, my loves, it was great. And I'm so proud of you guys all for showing up today. And I cannot wait to see you on the final training for tomorrow, day 3. Let's do it. All right. I'll see you guys all then. In the meantime, take care.